Hello and welcome back to Little More Learning. Today we will be discussing about data science tools and workflow. Moving on, we should know what data science tools are. So you can understand data science tools as a collection of software, libraries, platforms that are used to collect, clean, analyze and visualize the data. These tools help us to automate repetitive tasks, handle large data sets, and implement complex algorithms efficiently. So there are different categories of data science tools. First comes up the tools that are used for data collection and storage. And these are used to gather and store the data. Examples include SQL, Apache Hadoop, Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel, and MongoDB. Next come up the tools that are used for cleaning and preparation of data. That is, it prepares raw data for analysis. For this, we can use Python libraries and OpenRefine software if we have messy data for its cleaning. Next, there are data analysis and modeling tools. These tools are used for analyzing the data and building predictive models. For this also, we have Python and R libraries respectively, and apart from these, we have MATLAB and RapidMiner. Next come up data visualization tools that help us to create charts and graphs out of our data for getting better insights. For this, in Python, we can use libraries like Matplotlib and Seaborn, and we have tools such as Tableau and Power BI. Next, there are big data tools for handling large data sets. These are the examples what we can use to handle very large data volume. Then we have cloud-based tools. These are the platforms for scalable data science workflows. And for this, we have Google Cloud AI Platform, AWS SageMaker, and Microsoft Azure ML Studio. Next, there are version control tools. Whenever we make a project, so we need to track changes in it. So for this, we have Git and GitHub as version control tools in data science. And lastly, we have integrated development environment or IDEs for coding and building data science solutions, such as we have Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, and RStudio as our IDEs. So the top 5 must-known tools for the beginners include Jupyter Notebook, Pandas and NumPy, Matplotlib, Tableau, and GitHub. A combination of these 5 tools are enough for a beginner of data science to work efficiently with large data sets and draw insights out of it. Now, what is data science workflow? So, a data science workflow refers to a structured process that outlines the steps needed to extract meaningful insights and build data-driven solutions from the raw data. It is like a roadmap of how you will be working on a project efficiently and effectively to draw valuable insights and save time. So, the data science workflow have several key stages. The first stage is problem definition, that you define your problem, that what are you doing and what are you solving. Next is data collection. When the problem is defined, then you need to collect the data that is relevant to that problem through various sources. Either you gather it through databases or APIs or scraping websites. The next stage includes data cleaning and preparation. It includes handling missing values, removing duplicates, and normalize or scale the data. And you can use Python libraries such as Pandas for cleaning and preparing your data for analysis. The next stage is exploratory data analysis. It is used to understand the data and discover patterns or anomalies. Basically, the key steps include statistical summaries and visualization. Next stage in data science workflow is feature engineering. It is used to create new features or refine existing ones to improve model performance. Like you can scale numerical values, create interaction features, or encode categorical variables. And here is an example, one-hot encoding. We will study about it later in deep depth. Next come up modeling. Modeling is to train and evaluate predictive models. So we can split the data into training, validation, and test sets. Or we can select the algorithms or use tuned hyperparameters. The next stage is of evaluation. It is used to access the model's performance. We check for accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, mean absolute error, R squared. All of these terms we will be studying how it works in data science workflow in further upcoming videos. Then the next stage is deployment. It is used to integrate the model into a production environment. So the method we can use is to build an API for model predictions or deploy it on cloud platforms. The last key stage of data science workflow is monitoring and maintenance. And the main objective is to ensure the solution remain effective over time. Whether new data comes in or the data is deleted, the solution is effective. It is drawing valuable and correct insights every time with every sort of data comes to it. Like with this, we monitor model performance and update models with new data. Now we have studied data science workflow, but why we should follow a workflow? So the three main parameters are clarity, efficiency, and scalability of a project need to be considered. So we are using data science workflow to work on a particular project. And that's a wrap for this video. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for the upcoming videos to learn more about data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Till then, happy learning.